Clearly the big story right now with the Indianapolis Motor Speedway ahead of the Brickyard doubleheader. Again, this is when NASCAR and IndyCar will race on the same track in the same weekend. Let's go to Angela Morian live right now at the track. Angela, what is the latest?
Here now. So the weather has taken a change for the worse, but let's talk about something that's good, and that's Jenson Button, who's joining me here now live, an F1 champ and running in NASCAR this weekend. Jenson, it's been a long time since you were at IMS. 2008, you say. What drew you back to this track?
Well, NASCAR and the Cup Series did. I've already had 2 races in the Cup Series. Had a lot of fun, and this is my final race in the Cup Series. So, yeah, it's really good to be back. I've come here with a good friend of mine who's been with me through my whole career, and it's funny coming back into the stadium because it feels like I'm back. It doesn't feel any different than it was in 2008. But no, I love it here. I've had such good memories racing here in Formula One. My first year in Formula One, I raced it when I was 20, back in 2000. It's a slightly different track than I'll be racing in the Cup car, but the first section is very similar, and I remember that race well. I think I was in 5th going down the back straight, crashed with Jarno Trulli on the first lap, came in, changed tyres for dry tyres, and everyone else was on wet, went out and was super quick. So really enjoyed that race. The only problem was when I crossed the bricks, it turned my car off, so I didn't finish. So good and bad memories here.
I love it. You drove F1 for 17 years, and now you're in a stock car with NASCAR driving in America. What are the biggest differences between the 2 series and the 2 cars?
Well, the car is obviously the complete opposite. Everything you learn in Formula One with aerodynamics, you suddenly have to forget and learn how to drive a mechanical car again, and a very heavy car at that. So that takes a while, but you get used to it. It's the racing that you struggle to get used to more, because one type of racing and everything I've raced, and then you come to Cup Series and it's very aggressive. And there's no regulations really in terms of how aggressive you can be. So that's something that takes a bit of time. There's not one moment in the race where you can rest or breathe. There's always a car behind you, always a car in front. You're always trying to put a nose inside or a nose outside in every corner. So it's frantic, and that's the thing that I love about it.
This road course is very European style. You obviously drove so many European courses. How will you use that to your advantage tomorrow when you're driving around this road course in a stock car? Yeah,
so Chicago was a good race for me because it was a street course, but people say, he should be good on a street course. He's racing them. Yes, I have, in a single-seater. It is very different. This, for me, is a lot more natural for me, racing around a circuit with a bit of runoff. So, yeah, I'm really looking forward to it, and I think doing a bit of sim work beforehand with the team and preparing, like everyone has been useful. And we just got to see what happens with the weather. As you can see, it's not that great at the moment. Yeah. So if we qualify like this, it's tough, but exciting. The important thing is to get in that top 5 in your qualifying session, so you go to the top 10 shootout.
You're all smiles. What are you most excited about this weekend?
Just getting in the car. I think we all, as racing drivers, we just love driving and competing. So getting out there will be good, and hopefully this blows over so it's not too wet, that we can actually get out for practice.
Jenson Button, former Formula One champ back in 2009, now in a NASCAR Cup Series car. We'll see you tomorrow, Jenson. Thanks for joining us.